Here are some of the products that I will be using to complete this style and that you can use to follow along. Of course, you start off on freshly washed detangled hair, and I have parted her hair into 4 separate sections, 1 part down the middle and 1 part down the side of her head. You just want to put the hair to the side. I did some twists to kind of keep it out the way and then a scrunchie to hold it. Of course, you always want to make sure that the hair is very moisturized. So I use a couple of different types of moisturizers just because their hair, especially Saya's hair, is very dry. So I have to keep it moisturized. So you'll see me use a couple of different types of moisturizing creams. And this hairstyle is really good for people who don't know how to braid to the scalp or cornrow. So I start the style off by parting the bottom part of the left side, and then I do the same parting across the head horizontally, going upward. I sped this part up because I figure you guys can get the drift. You just make parts from the middle part of the head to the left side and right sides of the head. So after you get done with that, it should look something like this. So 4 parts. Kind of try to make the parts as straight as you can, just because the aesthetic of it all, it'll make it look nicer. Okay guys, so for this next part, I did it 2 different ways. So if you are unable to catch this first way, then continue to watch for Nyla's hairstyle, and I do it a little bit simpler. I did it like this for Saya's hair because she has thicker hair, so I didn't want to put too much hair in those rubber bands. So I mean, it's just, to me it seems simple, but again, if you can't really catch the drift, then just keep watching, and I do it a little bit simpler for Nyla's hair. But once you get done pulling it up and around the ponytails, you're going to end in a braid. And guys, if you don't know how to braid at all, that's fine. You can just put it in a little ponytail and twist it up, or if you don't know how to twist either, then you can just pull it up in a ponytail and let the hair hang. I don't do hanging hair because it just turns into tangled hair. So yeah, so we're gonna start with the front part. This is where I added some cornrows, but again, if you don't know how to cornrow, you can still make the style look really cute just by continuing without this part. Okay, so here I am parting for the cornrows. She decided to get 2 cornrows, and I'm doing the detangling. Y'all know we don't use heat on our hair, so I have to detangle pretty much the whole way as I go. She's not as tender-headed as Nyla, but she's still tender-headed. So you guys, I tried to show you which way to braid the hair. So you're gonna braid the hair forward towards the face. And that's just the style that I chose. Obviously, if you don't want it to go towards the face, then you don't have to, but that's just the style that I chose. And guys, please ignore my eczema. I've said this 1,000 times, but I have eczema on my fingers, so on my right hand you'll see it's looking a little rough. Towards the end of this, I will give you guys a close-up of the cornrow and how I do it, but I did say I was going to give you guys a tutorial on how to cornrow, but it won't be this time. But at least I give you guys an up-close view of how I do cornrows. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, 2 of my nails popped off. Y'all remember the press-on nail video? And if you haven't watched that, I will leave it in the description box below. But yeah, 2 of the nails popped off. They actually lasted a pretty good while, longer than 7 days, so I'm pretty satisfied. Keep watching. So now that we've got those done, we are moving to the top part of the head. And if you guys are not doing the cornrows, this is the part that you definitely want to pay attention to. So guys, my camera did cut off. I'm sorry about that. But basically, you make the same parts that you did in the back. And you're making like a crisscross motion. So you're going to pull one ponytail to the opposite side and put it in a rubber band. The hair up here is thinner, so I can put the hair in a rubber band without it, without fear of it popping. And you're gonna do that all the way back. Okay, so once you finish pulling all of your ponytail pieces crisscross to the back, you're going to braid the hair that's left out. Again, if you don't know how to braid, just put it in a ponytail. But I decided to braid again. Their hair turns to like really tangled hair if I leave it out. So we decided to do a bun. That's what Nasaya liked. And you see, I'm just trying to get it to how, I think it looks best. And then you put a hair bow on to secure. And now it's bead time. So I'm adding the beads. And I just show you how I add the beads. I'm not a big fan of beads, so I did opt for wooden beads, and they don't make as much noise for me, so yeah. And I promised her we would do beads, so here's her beads. Beads are done, and now we are adding some pretty jewel pieces. This is the type of hair decor that I like. I'm not really for the beads, but you guys, look how pretty it turned out. My beautiful big girl. All right, and now it's Nyla's turn. So the same thing, we start on freshly washed, conditioned, detangled hair. I'm just combing hers out and adding a little moisture to hers. Again, guys, I've told you this, she is very, very tender-headed, so everything that I do has to be quicker and less complicated on her head. So I'm doing the same thing as far as the parts, but I do it a little bit different. As I was talking to you guys earlier about, this is a simpler way to do it, but she also has thinner hair, different hair types, so I can do her hair like this. So we're basically going to pull the bottom piece up into the top ponytail, and you just do that all the way up. So keep watching to see how it's done. One thing I want to point out is that every time I do the next ponytail, I make sure it's moisturized. I put on, I believe, 2 different types of moisturizer and comb it through. Both of their hair, first of all, I love both of their curly curls, but their hair is very, very dry, so I have to add lots of moisture. Same thing with my hair, so we're just used to adding tons and tons of moisture. So here it is, and what you do to one side, you do to the other. Then I braided hers and put it in little buns. I wanted to do 2 buns because I thought it was just really cute, but you know how girls are. They were like, no, she wants to be just like her big sister, so she wanted 1 bun. Again, I told you guys earlier, everything has to be simpler and easier with her because she does not like getting her hair done. So we only did 1 cornrow. Again, you don't have to do the cornrow at all, but I just opted to do it because I like the way it looked a little bit better. So yeah, here I am doing the cornrows on her hair. Alright, now on to the top part, and we're going to do the same thing, parting across the way, putting the different parts in ponytails and crisscrossing it up. I wanted to show you guys this part because my camera cut off before, so I wanted to make sure that I at least recorded just to make sure you guys knew how to do it. So here it is right here. So I told you guys before, but she does not like getting her hair done, so she was upset with mommy because I would not let her go play. So yeah, pobrecito. Alright guys, and we're all done. So now again I'm going to braid these top pieces, and as I told y'all before, I wanted to do 2 little buns just because I thought it would look so cute on her, but no, she wanted to be like big sisters, so we ended up just doing 1 bun. So yeah. I know it looks like I'm pushing her really hard, but I'm not. When you're braiding and their head keeps coming towards you, you just try to push it away, and it's sped up, so it just looks like I'm really pushing her so hard, but I'm not, guys. Alright guys, so I'm gonna add some finishing touches to it, some beads and jewels. That one braid to the right there kept popping out and it was annoying me, but yeah, so we'll add that, and this is pretty much the finished style. I love it. She is such a cutie pie, my baby girl. Well guys, that's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time on C&N Kids and Family.